Hey everyone, Bad Drawing Nurse here, and not too long ago I made a video about my pathway from graduating nursing school into 6 months of unemployment and to where I landed my first job as a bedside nurse. And today I kind of wanted to go over part 2, where I went from 6 months of unemployment to my first $100,000. I never thought I'd be making this video. I just happened to get into finances and kind of understanding how money works and how to be smart with it in the long run. And it really just started one day where I got a little curious and listened to a financial podcast, and it kind of made me go down this rabbit hole of trying to understand like what exactly happens to the money that we get when we get paid and what you can do to hopefully take care of yourself in the future and in the present. So to be kind of transparent with my age, I recently turned 25 years old and I hit that 100K milestone that I've been hoping to get. And now it's a matter of continuing down this path and hopefully meeting my other milestones. So I mean, why did I even decide to get into finances in the first place? I started really digging deep into the idea of financial freedom. I started to really get into it right when I started to do bedside nursing. A couple months of being on my own, and then I just started to realize that I don't know if I could do this for the long run. I mean, that's why I got to give my props to everyone who's been in bedside nursing throughout their entire careers, who've done this for much longer than I have. That takes a lot of strength physically, mentally, emotionally. Considering that I'm on the young side right now, I started to really think about my future and really digging deep into how I wanted to take care of not just myself, but my family and my friends once I start to get to that age. In essence, I also wanted to buy back my time. I figured life is only going to get busier and busier. I found this motivation to really push myself and grind through these kind of more energetic years of my life so that I can kind of take a chill pill in the future. I know that saying, grass is greener on the other side, but grass can only be greener if it's watered and if you really take care of it and maintain it. That's kind of the mindset I have when it comes to preparing for the future. And I really can't complain much about how life is for me at the moment. I am really privileged to have a job in the first place, to have relatively decent rent considering I'm living in a pretty expensive city. I really do think my rent is on the lower side, but even though life is good right now, I can't predict the future. Anything can happen, and I don't want to have to really be stressed out about things financially when I'm already stressing about what's to come. Now that I've started to look into all these different financial resources, it started to make me realize just how I really am lucky, and I shouldn't just waste that luck by spending all my money on things that I didn't really value. So speaking of like how I even reached these goals in a pretty quick time span, I started at 10K, and then a little over a year after I started working, I reached my 100K milestone. A lot of it was just me putting money into the market, but then also the market's been pretty good. So I kind of have to owe a lot of it to that. But again, I think I definitely wouldn't have gotten here without the idea of budgeting and making sure that I met my quote-unquote investing and saving quota before I started to dive deep into things that I wanted. So I think it really just matters for any of my younger listeners out there. Just as long as you start saving and investing, I'd say definitely do your research first, but just starting is the hard part. From there, your money has so much more room and so much more time to grow. And that being said, I think the next bit of investing that I would definitely prioritize for not just myself, but anyone else is investing time into learning and reading, like how I did when it came to listening to all these financial podcasts. Like that's me investing my time into learning more about what exactly are the different accounts that you need to save into. Why is it important? Why is a retirement account different from just an individual account that you can start up, like a Roth IRA versus your 401k or 403b? Like there's all these different things that I did not know when I first started working as a bedside nurse. And after I finally got to learn about all these things, I started honing down on it and making sure that I reached these milestones that I have for myself. huge part of it too is the mentality of it all. I kind of grew up in a semi-frugal household. My family, of course, came from a third world country where they grew up with the necessity of being frugal, of not wasting what they have. Again, this kind of makes me reflect back on how privileged I am to, be living here and having the opportunity to invest and save. Not a lot of people have that either. Not a lot of people have money at the end of the month to put into a brokerage because they have to use it all for their necessities and their families. It's not that easy. But once you get over those hurdles of one, not really knowing where your money can go and also just how to budget, I think it becomes a little bit more feasible. And so for me to now have the knowledge and have the capability to invest and save, I don't want to squander that. And I think that this is such a huge advantage for me and other folks. Also, I took a lot of overtime. I had that grind mentality, especially in the beginning. I just took up as many extra shifts as I could, any extra hours that I could stay on the floor for a little bit. I really wanted to increase my income, which again is a lot easier said than done. But the fact that I have the opportunity to do that, I didn't want to just be lazy and not do it. I still have much more goals in mind, different milestones that I want to hit. Of course, the hope is in the future I'll become a millionaire. Having a 7-figure net worth is pretty tempting, and I really hope to hit that one day as kind of like that financial freedom milestone where maybe I could take my foot off the gas pedal for a little bit and start putting my income towards hobbies and new endeavors, right? So I'm still going to continue down this financial journey, and I bet I'm going to make some more videos about it in the future. I definitely want to document this journey of mine. I hope to inspire other people in my same position. I talk to a lot of people about this stuff, and I get really transparent with them when it comes to my goals and sort of my finances, like in person, like to my coworkers and to my friends and family. And it seems to inspire them a lot to kind of learn more about finances too, and to want to start saving more versus just pushing their income into things that they just want in the moment. I hope that you guys got some value from this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. If you are hoping to see more videos about finances in the future, please leave a comment below about what kind of content you want to see. I do have some stuff geared up, and I hope to come out with them soon, but all this drawing is kind of tough, man. Not gonna lie. Thanks for making it this far. I appreciate it. You take care and be financially smart.